back to my channel. Today I have a really fun video, at least I'm really excited about. I am going to show you how I make my thumbnails. I have some really fun hacks and I can't wait to share them with you. I think the way I do it and the program that I use is very convenient, not just for thumbnails, but I've actually been using this site since I was in high school for poster design, t-shirt designs, etc. Let's get started. Right now I got a little setup going. I have a camera obviously facing me right now. I also have a camera set up here. I don't know how to screen record, probably should figure that out. When I flip my computer open, this camera will capture everything that I do on the screen. Okay guys, I want to start by saying I do not know how to Photoshop. It is extremely intimidating to me. I'm giving the biggest shout out to Audrey because Audrey not only taught me how to edit, but for the first two videos that I uploaded on my old channel, she actually did those thumbnails for me because I had no idea what I was doing. Couldn't figure it out. Once I figured out the best way that I could do it, I actually showed her. I was like, hey, if you struggle with this like I did, use this. It's amazing. I should probably learn how to Photoshop. It's a really good skill to have. But as of right now, this way it's faster, quicker, easier for me. It takes me about 20 minutes, depending on the detail needed for the thumbnail. Photoshop, I know, is a little bit more time consuming, definitely more detail oriented. Anyway, how we're gonna start today, I am going to pose like that for a thumbnail, airdrop onto my computer, screenshot a couple different options, see which one I like the best, edit that photo on my computer to get started on my thumbnail. Hopefully we found a keeper in there. We'll check on that in a second. I do love the site that I use. The site that I use is called Canva. It has a search bar for different things that you can look up based on what you want to design. Back when I was trying to figure out thumbnails, I was curious and I was like, oh, I wonder if Canva can do it, because I also use Canva for my banner on my channel. What's awesome about Canva is you type in YouTube thumbnail and boom, it has the correct dimensions, everything like that. So you right off the bat are ready to go. And no, I'm not being paid to say any of this. I am saying this just because it is a site that I've been loyal to for so long. In fact, instead of them paying me, I pay them. After all these years of using this, I have been surfing that free Canva wave. Finally, I bit the bullet and I splurged on the membership. So now I have Canva Pro, where it makes it that much easier to make my thumbnail look as good as possible. The caveat to that is because there's so many more options, it kind of makes decision making that much more convoluted. However, I would rather have the better quality options over minimum options and sometimes not having any options at all because you just have to pay the extra price for things. All right, I'm ready to go crazy. Let's get started and see what we can make. This is very new to me. We're just gonna go with the process and hope that it works out. All right, so I have my video here and I'm going to airdrop this to my MacBook, pull up iMovie to see if we can get a good screenshot capture. Here we have my movie. We're gonna drag, drop it over there, make this full screen. I have a bunch of different poses that I'm going to sift through. Yes, I edit on iMovie because it's, again, convenient, simple, straightforward. So let's go through and see if we can find a decent thumbnail. I'm going to take some screen grabs. I kind of like how excited I look here. Like that one too. Command-Shift-3. Boom. Like this one because my eyes seem brighter. I grab my glasses at some point since I'm wearing my editing glasses. I know some people say they're gimmicky, but I like them. A couple more options. I like the glasses because obviously I'm wearing these glasses throughout the video, so hopefully there's some good options. We'll check them out, see what we find. I have all of my screenshots kind of gathered over here. I'm sure we'll find something. Right off the bat, I think I do like the ones that I have glasses on the most. Start deleting the ones that I think are not as good. Basically, I really like this one. I think I'm gonna go ahead and add this to my photos. Okay, so we have narrowed it down. I keep going through till I know what I want. Okay, executive decision. This will be the one. Whenever you screenshot from iMovie, you always get this black box around the photo, so I always crop that out. I really like the camera over here, so I kind of do want to leave it. Next, I'm gonna look at filters. I'll do the enhancement, and then usually from there, I go to see what these filters do. We'll go with original, and then I'll do some manual adjustments here. I do typically like my pictures nice and bright, just because the more color you add, the more attention grabbing it will be. Overall, I honestly think the enhancement did an awesome job. I always go down here and play with this. Always went with the dark circle, but now I've been leaning towards the lighter circle just because I think it's a little bit more interesting. Boom! Drag this over here and go onto Canva! Finally! I'm so excited. Okay guys, I brought up my Canva. You can see all of my thumbnails and things that I've played with. Super fun. Anyway, YouTube thumbnail, look at that. And if you don't have it up here, all you do is go to the search bar, type in YouTube, intro, thumbnail, outro. Actually, the outro that I use for my YouTube, I built it on Canva. Yes. All right. I always go to blank canvas, start fresh. First thing I do, come over, drag this up here, and look at that, all ready to go. Next, I will go to the background and I start playing here. This is actually super cute. Once I find a background that I really like, then I can go about sizing this just right. We'll find a winner momentarily. Okay, so I found the backgrounds that I think could work really well. I really like this sparkle, and it also kind of brings out the pinks in the picture in the background. But I think more than that, I am favoring the brick wall. So we're gonna go with that. The next thing that I like to do is play with some frames. I think it makes it a bit edgier. I kind of like this one. I also have to bear in mind that when I look at frames, I got to think, okay, where can I put the text? We could do a text here. We could do a text across the bottom here. Probably a little bit slanted if it'll fit. Let's see, what do we got? I'm gonna zoom out. I like to zoom out because usually if you're looking at a thumbnail on a phone, it's gonna be about that size. It's really tiny. I never like to build it too close up because I think it makes me forget about the actual perspective. Consider how people are going to be looking at this. This is cute. I like that because it is a YouTube hack kind of video. It doesn't hurt to throw out some YouTube icons. Let's see. So this over here, elements, is where you can search up like when I wanted fire for my volcano video. It gives you all these different options. Like I said, this is a YouTube thumbnail kind of a thing. So I'm going to search up YouTube in the element bar, see if there's anything good. We already got a subscribe. We already got a YouTube play button. I like this a lot. So maybe we'll put that like right over there. And I love how it gives you all of these like bars to measure and see how everything is lined up. Before I get too carried away, I should probably figure out where my text is going. I love this. You can see it in most of my thumbnails. Okay, so I have a lot of cool, fun tricks, hacks that I've learned from playing with text a lot. Why not go with pool party? That's kind of fun. I don't need both of these. I'm going to, boom, tell them like it is, how I make my thumbnails. Or I could make it interesting and say my secret to making thumbnails. I'm gonna have to obviously make that a little smaller. This is why I should wait to put on icons, because I really did like the idea of having the text like boom, boom, but it's never too late. This is usually the point in editing a thumbnail that I play and I try a bunch of different options, see which one works out the best. That's exactly what I'm gonna do, and I'm just gonna figure out what works best. All right, this was something that I was playing with, just really needed to visualize it, but I think this is the stronger title overall, and that's what we want, right? I think it will be really good for this negative creative space over here. That was the other thing I kind of wanted to talk about. In high school and a bit in college, I took a lot of art classes. That is something that's really helped me as far as colors go, things like rhythm and balance, direction. Where do you want the eyes to be drawn to? We do want to make the text very interesting, very big, because again, the thumbnail is going to be super small. I'm going to need secret to really pop. Thumbnails. Boom. Let's do a little slant there. I want the word thumbnails to be super big, attention grabbing, because that is the main point of this video. Right here, I want to get this text just right. I'm going to copy what we have going on here right now. We're gonna make that red. First thing I do with any text is I always go to lift. It makes it pop off the page. Then I paste the original text. I will go to effects. Then we can do what we need to do with the text to make it right. I do like the echo, but I think it's going to be too blurry. Okay, I really like this. I might use that effect for the secret part. Go ahead, add the lift there. We're going to make it red. Copy. Already see the lift and that looks amazing. Go to effects again, and I really liked the splice. Let's play. See what we can do with thumbnails. Might have to make it blue. The blue was really pretty. Ooh, now this I kind of like. I'm gonna play. Now it's time to play. This red again, go to effects. Shadow is another one of my go-tos. Usually I do black shadows, but right now I'm really liking the blue in the background. Actually, it makes me want to turn this one blue so that it'll match. That right there on top. Back to effects. I usually always turn the transparency all the way up because I want it blocky, and then I go for the blur. Oh my goodness, it's coming together. Yes, I'm being silly, but not really. When in doubt, zoom out. My only thing, I want to play with this again. So for this, the background is blue. So what if we took this, made the center so it's like inverted? I'm actually really liking this. If I can go over here and find a tutorial, ooh, that could be really good. And that takes work away from me because I don't have to make a text that says video tutorial. I can just use this. And I love it. This is where the elements of balance come into play, because you don't want it too busy, but you do want detail. And actually, I might switch these. Before you know it, things just start falling into place. You just start trusting it. I think I need something underneath, like a line, to make it pop. Ooh. I think it needs one more thing underneath, and then we can leave it alone. I'm gonna look at brush stroke. Maybe that'll have something. I like how thin this is. It gives you a lot of information, very clearly YouTube. I think we got it. I think we're there. Why mess with it? So we're gonna download it. Download complete, and we have a thumbnail. All right, guys, so this is one of my favorite parts about the editing process because I get to just be creative. Ultimately, the thing I struggle with most is balancing me liking it and also wanting it to be good enough and successful, do what it needs to do to get your attention. It's not always about the clickbaity titles. I usually try to stay away from that stuff, but that doesn't mean that I don't want it to be exciting. And this is kind of where I try to make it exciting, but also accurate. I hope you guys have enjoyed learning my process. Maybe it will help you making thumbnails for yourself. I hope that it gave you some helpful tips, and best of luck out there. I can't wait to see you guys again. I'll be back next week. I'll see you then. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay bright. Bye, guys.